In 2019, PGIM Mid Cap Fund was one of the top performers in the mid cap category, whereas Motilal Oswal Mid Cap Fund was a laggard in that category. Fast forward to 2024, Motilal Oswal Mid Cap Fund is now a top performer as compared to PGIM, which is still doing decently well but relatively giving lesser returns. So now the question is, should you sell PGIM Mid Cap Fund and replace it with Motilal Oswal Mid Cap Fund? If your answer is yes, then you are committing a big mistake because switching mutual funds merely based on returns is a wrong strategy. See, merely looking at trailing return does not give you a full picture. You actually need to look at two things. Number one are the rolling returns, how the fund has performed over the period of time. For example, PGIM Midcap and Motilal Oswal Midcap both outperform the index on 3-year and 5-year rolling period basis. But when you actually look at the table, you will find that over this 3 and 5-year rolling return basis, PGIM is giving better returns as compared to Motilal Oswal, which means that short-term returns does not paint the true picture. Coming to the second thing is the investment strategy of the fund house, because you need to look at how the fund is performing in different market conditions. See, every fund house has one or the other philosophy or style of investing, and at one point of time, one strategy will align better with at that point of time's market condition. Let me explain this with the help of an example. In case of PGIM, they have a growth strategy, but Motilal Oswal follows a focused strategy where they have 25 to 30 stocks. Coming to ICICI, they have a value strategy. On the other hand, Quant Mutual Fund has a quantitative strategy. Now that you know the strategies of the different fund houses, now you need to look at how these strategies are performing in different market conditions. In case if there is a bull run, then growth strategy is expected to do well. But if the market is recovering, in that case, a value strategy will stand out. Continuing with our PGIM and Motilal Oswal example, if you see this table, you will understand that during the post-COVID bull run of 2020-2021, PGIM Midcap Fund delivered great return thanks to their aggressive growth strategy, whereas Motilal Oswal, with its focus on quality and concentrated breadths, lagged in that phase compared to PGIM. But fast forward to the recovery period of 2023-24, you will see the tables have turned. Motilal Oswal outperformed PGIM as its strategy aligned better with that market conditions. This shift in performance is not random. It reflects how a strategy is playing out in different market phases. It does not mean that a fund has failed or another fund has become flawless. So, if you are thinking of switching from one mutual fund to another because it is giving better returns, then let me remind you that outperformance is cyclical but not structural. There are actually 6 valid reasons when you should consider selling or switching your mutual fund, and mind you, short-term returns is not one of them. But before I talk about those 6 reasons, be honest and tell me, when you were switching from Fund A to Fund B thinking that Fund B is now giving better returns, and you thought that this is how you were rebalancing your portfolio, then let me tell you, this is not rebalancing. Rebalancing portfolio actually means where you realign your asset allocation. For example, your asset allocation is 50% equity and 50% debt. And in case the markets have a good bull run, which makes your equity portion to go up to 60%. So when you bring it down to 50%, that is rebalancing. Also, if you already have 2 mutual funds in the mid-cap category and you're planning to add the third one just because it is performing better right now, then that will only lead to clutter and redundancy. More number of mutual funds is equal to diluted performance. Stick to 5 to 7 funds across the categories. Now let's talk about those 6 reasons when you should actually consider selling or switching to your mutual funds. And in the end, I will also share a bonus tip. Number 1 is if the fund house is unable to beat the index for 6 to 8 straight quarters, it's a red flag, especially when the peers are able to do it. For example, if Midcap Fund A lags the Nifty Midcap 150 TRI for 2 years, while Midcap Fund B outperforms consistently, it's worth reevaluating. Number 2 is don't just compare your fund with peers, but also compare it with the index. For example, if Fund A is not topping the charts now, it might still beat the index over several years, which means it is doing a good job. Number 3 is a long-term fund manager leaving the fund house can impact the performance, especially if it is an active fund house. Therefore, you need to focus on that fund house for at least 6 to 12 months. For example, if a new fund manager is taking over, then check if the style is the same and it is still able to give consistent returns. Number 4 is if there is a significant portfolio overlap, then switching from one fund house to another does not lead to diversification but only increases your switching cost. For example, Fund A overlaps 24% with Fund B in this example. Number 5 is if the cost of managing the funds rises, but the performance does not improve, then your returns get eroded. For example, a jump from 1% to 2.5% in the expense ratio can eat into your long-term gains. And lastly, selling too soon can trigger exit load and short-term capital gain tax, which reduces your effective returns. For example, if exit load is 1% and short-term capital gain is 20%. So on a 1 lakh gain, you lose 1,000 on the exit load and 20,000 on the taxes, which makes a total of 21,000. Now coming to the bonus tip. Some investors are concerned that their portfolio is concentrated. For example, all your SIPs are going in a certain fund. If that is something that worries you as well, then you can consider diversifying among various fund houses. Let me explain with an example. Let's say you have already diversified in large cap, mid cap, and small cap. Let's pick small cap in that category. You invest 10,000 in this category, but only in one AMC. In this case, you can actually consider 2 AMCs which have different investing styles, which can benefit you in different market cycles. This way, you can actually divide that 10,000 into 5,000 each to both the AMCs. Now, before we end this, let's quickly look at the things that you need to remember. Number 1, a fund underperforming today may simply be out of sync with the market cycle and not broken. Number 2, switching to a top performer without checking their strategy fit and portfolio overlap adds no real value. Number 3, rebalancing means restoring the original equity debt ratio, not reacting to which fund did better last year. And number 4, selling a fund should be triggered by structural issues like strategy drift or manager exit and not a weak quarter. Don't switch your mutual fund just like clothes. Hold, rebalance, and stay patient. Let your strategy play out. And also, tell me in the comments if you have ever switched or sold your mutual fund based just on the returns. I hope you like this video. See you in the next one. Till then, happy investing.